Welcome to part one of All Things Business and Nonprofit. I am your All Things Business facilitator, lovely PK Gatlin. And let me share a little bit about myself. I am a full-time entrepreneur since 2011, a startup business consultant since 2014, and a published author of the book titled The Ultimate Toma Marketing Plan, which is now available on Amazon. You can hover over the QR code provided and it will take you straight to Amazon to purchase. Thank you in advance for your support. I am from Chicago by way of Seattle. I grew up the eldest of 5 children and I am the only girl to my mother. As a child, people told me I was talented and full of life. However, I never saw myself that way, and it cost me greatly later in life. I later went on to become a U.S. Army veteran, retired with a background in broadcast journalism, and I possess 2 bachelor's degrees, one in business and the other in humanities. I later on received my master's certificate in organizational leadership. I chose to tell you a little bit about my background, mostly good, a little bad, because no one's perfect. We all have lessons to learn and choices to make. But today, you have made a good choice by being on this training. Before I get started, I just want to shout out a few locations of those of you who are on the live stream, just to gauge the demographics of my audience. So let me see who we have. Okay, so of course we got Nashville. Hey, you guys that's in Nashville. We also have Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Antioch, Tennessee, Clarksville, Tennessee. What's up, Birmingham? Okay, we got Atlanta, Rocky Mount, North Carolina. I see y'all. Well, listen, welcome to All Things Business and Nonprofit. In today's training, I am going to do a quick overview on key areas of business that can make or break your revenue potential and profit margins so you can plan to grow. Now let's go. In this training, we are going to go over the importance of state and federal compliance. We also are going to go over some funding options, how to build $1 million producing team, protecting your profit margins, and how to create a compelling branding and effective messaging campaign. The importance of state and federal compliance. Here's a myth. Great ideas equal great businesses. Here's a fact. Businesses with a good entity formation and is compliant to both state and federal regulation equals great businesses. Although business compliance alone does not ensure your business success, you cannot, however, be successful without it. Business ideas that cannot be commercialized leads to lack of revenue potential. It's in this stage where you need to determine whether your idea is better suited for a business model or nonprofit. Because great ideas may impact or change the world, it does not help you reach your desired bottom line. Did you know there are over 20 types of business entities and the list is growing annually? However, there are 4 we are going to focus on for the sake of time that you can set up simply at your state level. That is going to be a sole proprietorship, partnership, LLC, or corporation. As I said before, these business structures are allowed to be set up according to your state statute. Choosing the best formation is determined by the best tax-saving strategy for your business. So let me introduce you to tax obligations that coincide with starting a business. The first is federal taxes and a Schedule C. Most of you guys are familiar with that. Also, we have sales tax depending on the type of service or products you are selling. We also have business taxes, franchise and excise taxes, city and county taxes, and if you have employees, you're going to have something called payroll taxes. So as I said before, if you sell certain goods or services or have employees, you are obligated for all of the above taxes, and not paying them can be the biggest mistake you make. Now let's get to what most people need the most, and that's funding. But I want to start with this. If you do not have your compliance in order, you will not be able to even qualify for the simplest of options. So I do just want to keep in mind that you cannot skip over compliance and go straight into fundraising or funding your idea without being compliant. All right, now that I have that out the way, let's go over a myth. Substantial capital ensures business growth. But here's the fact. A solid business plan and customer base increases the chances for financial feasibility. Although substantial funding is critical for keeping your business head above water, we all know that. If not managed correctly, or if you are unable to commercialize your idea, it will become very difficult to raise or earn money in your business. So determining the financial feasibility will be the first step to obtaining funding. The second step is to write a solid business plan that is both clear and concise, as well as outline your plan for the use and earning of money, as well as a detailed plan as to how you're going to pay it back if you decide to get a loan. Step 3 is to determine the best funding options to grow your business. Did you know there are over 9 funding options available to help you grow your business? Now, for the sake of time, we're only going to go over 3. And that's going to be grants, fundraising, and bank loans. Now let's start with grants. You can find grant opportunities through government agencies found on grants.gov, which is a comprehensive database of grants available to both nonprofit entities and businesses. Now, if you're not taking notes, this will be a good time to start. Start with writing down grants.gov equal grants opportunities, okay? Next is corporate business grants. Now, these are private grants provided by bigger businesses with an even bigger heart. And if you want my list of corporate grants, then I recommend that you stay to the end of the training, because I got the link provided just for those who stay to the end, okay? Next is fundraising, which is a process for seeking and gathering funds that are voluntarily provided for a specific purpose within your business. Now, you're going to get these funds by engaging individuals, other business entities, charitable foundations, etc., within your sphere of influence. So if you want to know what a sphere of influence is, I will explain that as well. It is just accumulation of people that you've met over your lifetime. This is going to be your family, your friends, alumni, co-workers. You get the gist. So my recommendation is to try to jot down 20 of the most influential people in your life, and then just add to that list as you get people off your list. That is the best way to comb through all of the amazing people you've met to zero in on that specific group that is in your corner. And the truth is, you may be surprised to find out There is way more people in support of your best version of yourself and the things that are important to you than those that are not. And listen, if you don't have a great association, then it's really simple. Just network and get around new like-minded people that can help you meet more like-minded people to support your business. So next is obtaining business loans. Now, this is going to take some financial credibility within your business, and that's going to be in how well you can account for your transactions, money coming in, money coming out. So if you're in a place in your business where you do not have a lot of revenue, which is gross sales, then you may want to rethink the strategy for obtaining a business loan, unless you have a strong credit rating personally to get a business one until you can, get the credentials or the reports in place to substantiate, the strength of your business financially. You're also going to need a successful business model. And this is why it's so important to write a business plan, because your business plan is going to explain how good of a business model you have. Next is collateral. And this is where, again, you personally come in. And, a lot of people decide to start partnerships for this reason. Maybe you have a good business mind and a lot of sweat equity to provide, but you may not have a lot of collateral to start your business. So a lot of people take on partners to help leverage that. Okay. And lastly, as I said before, you need a strong credit rating. So if you are missing any of those components, then that's where you go back to your sphere of influence and think of who will be some really good business partners that can help you to leverage. Or maybe you just need to take some extra time to work on your personal finances so that way you can be better equipped for obtaining a business loan. So here's a fact for you. Banks do not fund good business ideas. They fund successfully established businesses that are qualifying for a business loan. Okay. Qualifying, again, is going to take that collateral. It's going to take a strong, credit rating. It's going to take, some strong financial reporting. So, get it out your head that you could walk into a bank and say, hey, I got this amazing idea. Give me some money. Probably used to work like that 20, 30, 40 years ago. But in 2022, it doesn't work like that. So next is my favorite thing to talk about, and that is building a $1 million team. Now, this was not always my favorite subject to talk about because I wasn't really good at building a team of amazing people because I had to learn how to duplicate myself. But once I created a profile for the best type of people to work for me, and I worked on myself to attract that type of people, it completely changed the amount of revenue I earned as well as increased my profit margins. So if you have not started taking notes yet, which I hope you did at least by the second slide, then you're going to take a lot of notes here because most people had that same issue that I once had. But building a $1 million team, let's start with the myth. You need to call all the shots to make your business successful. But the fact is, effective delegation equals fast growth. Although you possess the controlling stake within your business, unless you know everything about everything, you will not make the best decisions for your business all the time, especially as it grows. Learning how to delegate effectively can essentially provide you with even better case scenarios than those left with just you providing all of the necessary decisions. So truth is, no matter how talented or skilled you are, you may not have all of the knowledge and experience needed to make informed decisions within your business. As a business owner, your job is not to be right, but to get it right. And how do I do that, you may be asking? Well, it's really simple. By building a team and delegating decisions to those who are more knowledgeable than you are in the areas in which you need the most help in your business. Now, let me give you a little story about that. As I started one of my businesses with my husband, which is Southern Flair Cigar Lounge, I realized that it is going to take more than me and my husband working in order to grow it. And so what I decided to do, of course, is to hire some people. And a part of my process of hiring people, I had to learn to trust who they said they were on their application. And part of that was providing them with the authority to make decisions, so it's them that own the result. So once I learned that, then I realized that my turnover rate stopped because they felt invested in the growth and the success of the business because I allowed them the freedom to do what they are good at. And that is how you build an effective $1 million team. Did you know you can hire experienced, knowledgeable people to help you virtually for as little as $9 an hour? I'm talking about with branding, marketing, administrative duties, bookkeeping, prospecting, lead generation, and the list goes on and on. Now, as an added bonus, you will be entered to win 10 hours of free virtual assistant hours to help you jumpstart your business growth. We will inform you on how to register again at the end of the training. Now, the best way to build your team is to conduct a SWOT analysis to help you determine areas of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. From that SWOT analysis, you can create a profile for the specific people in the specific roles that you are needing to take your business to the next level. Next, we're going to talk about protecting your profit margins. And let me tell you, to me, this has been the most difficult stage to growing my business. And the reason why is you have to be very honest about where you are in your business, and as well as be very diligent and mindful of the practices of people around you. So let's start with the myth. Profits are the owner's salary. Fact is, however, to remain profitable, you must learn how to reinvest in your business. Although being a successful entrepreneur will earn you more money than being an employee, it is not a good business practice to keep all the profits without a second thought about the needs of the business, without the consideration of the following areas: waste, loss, abuse, and dishonesty. Now, to remain profitable and to achieve big business success status, you must grow. But to grow, it takes knowing your business, reinvesting, and never losing sight of the big picture. Did you know overspending and mismanagement of finances and resources is one of the top reasons successful businesses fail over time? Now, I don't want you guys to be that person, and I'm sure you don't want to be that person that look back after a failed attempt at business and realize that a lot of it is because of oversight. And the main areas of oversight are the areas I've already introduced to you. Waste, which is going to be mismanagement of resources internally within your organization. Loss, which is going to be, lost revenue or lack of payment from outside vendors or customers. Abuse is going to be, loss, from, abuse of power of your leadership. They're going to have more access to things than your employees. And if you don't have a way to check and balance your financials, you will find that as much as 1 out of 5 employees will take from you. And it usually starts from the top down. Lastly is dishonesty, and that's theft. Theft from an employee, theft from a customer. It's really important to expect the worst, but plan for the best. And I said that on purpose. Expect the worst, plan for the best. Planning for the best is treating everyone with respect, having, guidelines in place for when bad things happen. Okay. But not assuming everyone is out to get you. People like that, you can spot from a mile away. Right. But planning is all about putting processes in place like remote management, state-of-the-art cameras and, just different things in place to check and balance automatedly. So it's not you that's holding people accountable. It's a system. And that way you can keep that relationship within you, your customers, and your staff healthy. So you can have, an exciting, welcoming culture within your organization. And the last part of the training is compelling branding and effective messaging. And now that I think about that, I probably just switch it. Probably need to say effective branding and compelling messaging. Maybe I'll switch that later. But let's start with the myth. Customers will always find and come to you. Fact is, no marketing equals no customers, which results in no revenue. Although your business idea is amazing, even businesses that operate in the best markets will find themselves needing more customers. Take malls for an example. Think of all the stores that have gone out of business in your lifetime. You see, even in the best of circumstances, there is so much advertising noise for consumers to navigate through. Clear and concise messaging is key to not only bringing your brand to the masses, it also helps you to penetrate your target market. But it will also separate your messaging from all of the cluttering noise. Did you know marketing is the most effective way to boost sales? Yes, I promise you that is true. Marketing triggers purchasing decisions. Take Coca-Cola for an example. Have you ever saw a Coca-Cola ad and immediately got thirsty? I know I have. When your marketing is so good, it creates desire for your product or services. That means you have created top of mind awareness, which is the highest level of effective branding you can achieve in the hearts and minds of consumers. This directly affects your revenue as well as your earning potential within your business. 7 of the most effective ways to market your business is going to be through PR, social media, digital advertising, press advertising, direct mail, SEO, and email marketing. In order to saturate the market and maximize your company's revenue earning potential, it is recommended for you to establish a marketing plan that uses all 7 of the top ways to market and get your brand to the level of Toma. And again, if you want to learn more about amazing ways to brand your business, go to Amazon and look up the Ultimate Toma Marketing Plan. It is an amazing book that is going to help you create a systematic approach to reaching your target market. So this concludes my training. And again, I want to thank you all for your patience as well as your interest in all things business to help you grow your organization to do amazing things. Now, I promised you a few things for waiting to the end. So here they are. Text the word Toma, that's spelled Toma, to 615-836-7816 to receive my free ebook titled Business Savvy Funding, as well as my list of corporate grant opportunities to help you grow your business. Now, get excited, y'all, because I got some more stuff to offer you. You will also be registered to win 10 hours of free virtual assistant services. And let me just tell you, if you are in business and you are like a solopreneur and you're doing everything by yourself, I don't know what's wrong with you, because there is a better way to make your dreams happen. Can you imagine having 1 to 2 other people designated every day to help you grow your business? We're talking about taking a regular 24-hour day, okay, and times that by 3 potentially. Can you imagine how much you get done with that? Virtual assistance is the most cost-effective way to leverage obligation and responsibilities of your business without it costing you a ton of money. And don't worry, I got your back. I'm going to help you and walk you through every step of just letting go and letting your business thrive without you having to breathe any more life into it. You are going to be forever changed, and you're welcome in advance. But let me ask you a couple of questions. Are you feeling some anxiety when it comes to thinking about compliance? Or maybe you need help seeking funding. Are you ready to start building your $1 million team, but you don't know where to start? Or have you already hired staff, but you realize later maybe you hired the wrong people? Lastly, are your sales down and you need a plan to attract your target market? Well, if any of these questions are on the forefront of your mind, well, then I have some solutions for you. The first one is, for an investment of just $99 a month, you can join me and Kathy's All Things Business and Nonprofit Accountability Program. And this program will allow you to have access to myself and Kathy as your accountability partners, as well as consultants to help you to establish your credibility and compliance, grow your customer base, increase your profit margins, expand your market share, and most importantly, obtain the scalability needed to obtain financial freedom in your business, which is what most people want to start a business to do. Or maybe your goal is of a social enterprisal goal of impacting a community, where Kathy is amazing at helping you reach those goals as well. You will receive 4 weekly trainings and modules, as well as action plans. You will have access to our virtual group, as well as accountability sessions. And lastly, you will have, again, direct access to both me and Kathy to help you get over any obstacle that may be holding you back in your business. Now, if you are serious about becoming a full-time entrepreneur and is ready to turn your annual income into your monthly income, well, we have an amazing program for you too. For a one-time investment of $14.99, you will be enrolled in our Emerging Entrepreneurial Leadership Program, which is a 9-week program. And in this program, you will consist of participating in weekly accountability sessions. You will also be enrolled into our Celebrity Leadership Certification Program. You will also receive 10 hours of virtual assistant services on us, as well as a celebrity business address to help you solidify your compliance and credibility. Lastly, you will be listed in our celebrity business directory, and you will be a facilitator in our celebrity masterclass, which is on Facebook. Now, for enrolling in any one of these programs, you will receive $1,000 worth of free gifts. One of them is our All Things Business Toolkit. And in this toolkit, you will have an autographed copy of my second edition of the Ultimate Toma Marketing Plan, which is not in any stores or on Amazon yet. So you will be the first to get it. You will also get a free ticket to our Business Pitch, Press, and PR Summit. Guys, this is huge because you are going to learn how to write a compelling pitch and create a pitch video, as well as create a press release, circulation of that press release, and how to launch a press tour, such as getting written about in people's blogs, becoming a guest on podcasts, also being a guest on people's live streams, as well as niche newspapers. Guys, this is going to be incredible, and you get that ticket free just for enrolling. So listen, I hope you guys move forward with us because we will love to be a part of your success story. And the way you do that is by waiting for your email. Now, you should get it within about 24 hours, and that email is going to give you all the information that you need in order to enroll and move forward. So I look forward to hearing from you soon. But listen, even if you don't enroll, you still get the ebook and all the other amazing free gifts, and you have my number directly. So you guys are in good favor right now. Again, thank you so much for listening to part 1. This is only half of the training because next you have Miss Kathy Anderson, and she's going to help you get that nonprofit organization together.